Welcome to the Tenkara Basics series. In this series, I'm going to show you how to use, set up, and fish your Tenkara rods so that you're going to know exactly how to fish Tenkara style. In this first video, I'm going to cover a couple foundational elements that will help you get ready before you go on the water. The first is going to be how to extend and collapse the rod. The second, how to attach Flyline to your Lilian. And then finally, some tippet considerations. And each of these three things is going to help you before you go fishing. So the first thing that we're going to cover is how to extend and collapse your Tenkara rod. So in a typical Tenkara rod, this first couple sections are going to be very thin. The one that you're seeing here has the tip sections are broken off, but the principles that I'm about to share are the same. So you're going to go ahead and pull out that first section, right, very gently. And then that's going to open up the next section, and you're going to go ahead and pull that out. And then once that's all the way out, you'll just keep pulling the sections until the entire rod is extended. So what I'm showing is just the entire rod all the way out. And then collapsing it, it's the same principle, but again, you're going to be very gentle, and you're just going to push those sections back in. Again, just taking your time. There's no need to rush this part until they're all back in. Now, what you may find, as I have, is that sometimes, whether you're on the water or you're at home, sometimes those sections will get stuck. And in most Tenkara rods, there is an end that will unscrew. And so you'll go ahead and be able to unscrew that. If you need to get some stuck sections out, right, you'd be able to pull these out individually if you needed to. Again, that's only if they get stuck. You don't generally need to do that. So that covers how to extend and collapse the rod. The next step is going to be attaching Flyline to the Lilian. And in the rod that I have, as you can see, I've kind of had to jury rig it. So this monofilament represents a Lilian. But to make it easier for you all to see, I've got this string here. And the first step that you're going to do is just tie an overhand knot like that. And what that does is that will allow your fly line to come up behind here and basically be held in place. And you obviously want to leave some room at the end and as well as behind especially. That way, if you ever have to cut this knot off, you've got some more Lilian to work with. So let me just show you how to do that one more time. So again, this string represents your Lilian. You're just going to tie a basic overhead knot. Like that. And once we've tied that overhand knot, we need to attach our fly line to it. So fly line for Tenkara, in my experience, comes in sort of two types. The first is this type of line where it already has a loop tied on. Really good for someone just starting out. Also really good to have as a backup because it's so easy to put on and off. The second type of line is this, which, as you can see, there's no loop on the end, right? There's no way to attach this to our Lilian in this state. So we will have to go ahead and use a slip knot to attach that. And so what I'm going to talk about next is how to do that. So again, this represents your Lilian, right? You've got your overhand knot. For a fly line like this that already has a loop in it, you're going to put your fingers through there like that. You're going to grasp the fly line to sort of form a loop. And then you're going to take this loop, put it behind your overhand knot, and then just pull. And now, right, your line is attached to your Lilian. Again, very easy. This is one of the reasons why I recommend this type of setup for a beginner. So let me go ahead and just show you how to do that one more time. Again, we're just using Flyline that already has a loop woven into it. So you're going to take it like that, pull your Flyline through to form a loop, and then this loop is going to go over your Lilian, and you're going to pull just like that. And it's always good at this point just to kind of give it sort of a gentle pull on each side to make sure that the way you've attached that there is going to stay. All right, so that is the first way to attach Flyline. The next way to attach Flyline that again does not have a loop like that is to use a slip knot. And what I've got here is some just Drakian backing. That'll make it a little bit easier for you to see how to do a slip knot, and also explain why I'm using this as a way to practice in just a minute. So what we're going to do here, again, this represents our Flyline. So we're going to go ahead and make a slip knot. So you make a loop like that. You bring the tag in around once, twice, and then you're going to take that tag end and feed it through. So you have a loop, and then that loop is going to go right here behind the overhand knot, and now those two are attached. And the nice thing about a slip knot is that it usually allows you to easily take it off, like that. So just kind of a final tip here is to go ahead and practice that slip knot with a piece of string or some other cord before you actually attempt it with your Flyline, right? And the reason that you want to practice with a different piece of string is it will allow you to learn how to make that knot, and then hopefully you'll sort of master it with this string or a shoelace or whatever you're using. And so that way you don't mess up your actual Flyline. So once you have attached your Flyline, the next step is to attach a tippet ring to the end of that Flyline. Now, there's some people that don't prefer tippet rings, but for the way that I fish, and I think for most people just starting out with Tenkara fishing, a tippet ring like this is going to really make everything else that comes after this a lot easier. You're gonna find that you lose less Flyline, right, which is good, and that the process to change out your tippet is a little bit faster. Okay, we are going to attach Flyline to our tippet ring. And as you can see here, I've got some monofilament already tied onto it. That's just so that I have something to hang on to as I'm doing this next step. Kind of just a tip to make this easier. But what we're going to do is we're going to use an improved clinch knot to tie our Flyline onto our tippet ring. So what you're going to do is you're going to just thread the Flyline through the tippet ring like that. Again, let me show you how to do that one more time. So you're going to thread fly line through the tippet ring. Like that. And then from there, we're going to just do a improved clinch knot. So again, fly line through the tippet ring to an improved clinch knot. And what this does is it secures your fly line to the tippet ring very, very well. And you're going to go ahead and just cut this tag end. And then you can now put some tippet on the other side. Okay, so that's what it looks like after you've tied the fly line to the tippet. Now I'm going to show you how to attach the tippet to the tippet ring. All right, so same knot, kind of same process. We're going to go ahead and feed our tippet through the tippet ring, just like that. And then we're just going to go ahead and do an improved clinch knot. Now, I'm not really demonstrating the steps on how to do an improved clinch knot because I think there are some other really good videos out there that show you how to do that. So we did an improved clinch knot to tie the tippet ring to the fly line, and then we've done an improved clinch knot to tie the tippet to the tippet ring. And then what we'll be able to demonstrate next is flies and how to tie those flies on.
Hey, I've created a free top 5 Tenkara fly guide. The link is in the description. Like I said, it's totally free and get yours today.